Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's time for the penultimate episode of Arcane Season 1. This is Episode 8, Oil and Water. I cannot wait to see where this incredible, aesthetically beautiful season concludes. So wait no longer, we shall. Friends, do me a favor real quick though. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps the channel and it notifies you anytime we go live with Arcane or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon's in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? No problem. Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But friends, all that is then, and this is now. And now it's time for the penultimate episode of Arcane Season 1, Episode 8, Oil and Water. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. You all be happy to know that the burp went away. It didn't go away. Burps only hide. They wait until you least expect them and then they ambush. Oh, here we go. Who are we with? Who are we with? Ooh. Counselor. Let's see some ooh, shit.
Offered me a gold coin for every blade I retrieved from the Fallen. Said we needed the steel.
Kino says war is a failure of statecraft.
Your brother thinks he can talk his way out of anything.
Kino.
You must learn to be both the fox and the wolf.
She should have a kind, fat face, clever to charm her subjects, but pliable so we can mold her.
Perhaps she could be my daughter.
Huh.
I will give you the world, child, if you prove you can take it.
Oh, wow. Why is her face shadowed, I wonder?
What should we do with her?
Oh, what a cool character design. Oh, I love that.
Strip her of her possessions and send her to the far colonies.
That's not what she wanted to hear, I bet. She wanted to hear death.
Let her live and you may need to kill thousands.
We can show the people we are merciful.
Wow. God, such expressive, emotive faces. Oh my God.
A wolf has no mercy.
Oh my God. Wow. It's that music. It's like a chaotic heartbeat, like an electric.
Will you be okay?
Boy, that adds such great moments to the tension. Back with Caitlin and Vi. Is Marcus alive or dead? He's got to be dead, right?
Jinx!
Oh, she's beat to shit. God, they do the atmosphere so well with the smoke and the embers. God, it's so good. It's almost like the exact same setup for the scene as when they were kids and Vi was taken from by Marcus.
It was all for nothing.
Does he see her? Wow. Incredibly powerful scene. God, skip intro. Who the fuck would skip this intro? I want that stand of Victor, of him sitting there reading with his cane. Oh my God, I got chills. It's so fucking cool. I'd love to have a figure like about that size, like the stonework figure of him. So I'd like to have all these figures. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, all of these still shots. Oh my God, I'd love to have like the sculpted, even just the gray models of. Oh my God, it'd be so cool. I'm gonna have to start devoting funds to buying toys again. It's been a while, a couple decades. I think it's time for me to get back into the toys.
Sir, we've secured the area. I've got orders to escort you back into the city.
Why'd they get Jace down here so fast? To see it, or? I mean, seeing people blown apart like that, it's gonna be, it better be stomach turning. I want more backstory on her. Who is Mel's mom? So we're in Piltover, right? This is very dangerous for you, Vi.
Who lives here? Another counselor friend of yours?
Ho!
Caitlin!
We were so worried. Thank goodness you're safe.
This is Vi. She's from the Undercity.
So I see.
And she saved my life?
I'll take responsibility.
You're a counselor's daughter.
At least her dad's supportive.
Being poisoned. Having to choose between a kingpin who wants to exploit them and a government that doesn't give a shit.
Caitlin!
Nice, Caitlin. Oh, you can't even pretend that the council cares about the lanes. They could give two shits as long as they stay down there.
I'll schedule an audience.
You'll schedule it?
You and your friend can address the council yourselves.
Every time I hear schedule, I think I should smoke a cigarette like this. Schedule. This is the guy that worked with Heimerdinger, correct?
Her injuries are severe.
You think I can't see that?
I believe I can save her.
How?
She can take it.
And before I begin, I must know.
Can you take it?
Are you prepared to lose her?
Jinx! Jinx!
He is not.
She can't.
Well, Silco does care for her. I mean, that's without question. He cares for her.
I too once had a daughter.
Really? She likes his cigarillos, doesn't she?
Thought I might bend you here.
This guy hasn't learned. This guy almost choked to death for stepping to Silco.
You're a scary lady.
I don't think he learned his lesson.
This is your plan? Undermine Silco by making a half-ass play of my ego? Gotta hand it to you.
Wow.
Let's be plain then. He's slipping.
That retraction, like, action actually, like, cocked her arm.
Feeling he isn't up there balancing bookshelves.
That was a cool fucking move, too.
You aren't the only one dissatisfied with his performance. There's bigger fish than Silco.
Really? Cool exchange. Very cool exchange. The character design on the one gang leader with the, I'm assuming leader, with the gold jaw is ridiculously cool. Oh, speaking of cool-ass character design. Look at that.
What are you doing here, Mother?
Can I not visit? I've heard stories of Piltover's hospitality.
How to introduce a warrior.
It's been over a decade, Mel.
Since you banished me.
Such drama.
You said, perhaps your sentimentality will be more at home with those soft-spined idealists overseas.
You have your father's memory. Your brother's gone.
Really? Sakino?
Crossed the wrong man. I was distracted. That's a mistake I can't take back.
Who was the person?
War is coming. You've let the problems of your Undercity fester too long.
God, look at her arms.
I'm here to help guide you to the right decisions.
I don't need your guidance.
Ooh.
I'm off to sample the local cuisine.
How to introduce a warrior. Fantastic. Love it.
You did all this yourself? Without even going down there?
She's a hell of an investigator.
What happened to her? It's not your fault.
Now you're kids.
Me and Powder used to share a bed like this. Except maybe half the size. No monster's gonna get you when I'm here. Then a real monster showed up. And I just ran away.
Oh, I love flawed heroes. Protagonists, excuse me. Oh, what a cut. So what's he giving her? Is that shimmer? Oh, it is. God, she is so messed up.
Master is Jinx.
Oh, wow.
No!
Oh, she's so broken.
I'm afraid it will only get worse.
Oh, God, and she sees Caitlin doing it. I shouldn't say she's broken. She's just been so traumatized. You know, her perceptions of reality are broken. I mean, it's understandable. My God, we've talked about this. Who wouldn't end up like poor Jinx? I mean, all those things that happen. There's just at that age, there's no walking through that unscathed. Oh God. Silk.
What have you done?
I can't help but like Silco.
I saved her life.
What does she look like? Heimerdinger, you're on the wrong side of town. Aw, what a sweetie.
Huh?
Oh, nice, Heimerdinger.
Like this. Get away from her.
Look at the wall art behind the screaming faces. What are you doing down there, bud?
Oh, ingenious. Though these blades seem improperly pitched.
Huh.
Are you Counselor Heimerdinger?
Nice.
I wanted to offer my assistance to the citizens of the Undercity, but it seems I'm unwelcome. What is it?
We're having the exact same day. I have to get home. It isn't safe for me here.
That'd be a great place. Heimerdinger would go well there. Echo, take him. How to introduce a warrior.
The Elorian general, Sonam Palak, used to find ways to meet his enemies
Look at that.
blindfolded.
All the spears pointed at Jace.
You're Mel's mom.
Among other things.
I do have other matters, so if you'll excuse
The
me.
threat of the Undercity is real. Your leadership is impotent.
Oh.
Do you know what the success rate for senior academy inventors is? 3%. What makes this the city of progress is that we keep trying until we get it right. So thank you for your advice, Mrs. Medarda. But I have a city to run.
Nice. Way to go, Jace. How to introduce a warrior.
If you don't accept certain realities, I fear you'll end up like General Palek. Slaughtered with your eyes closed.
Wow. Shit, I like that character already. What a baller character.
What could anyone in the Undercity offer him that he didn't have up here?
It's not what they offered him. It's what he had to lose.
Yeah.
Even though we failed her in countless ways, she risked everything to show me what life is really like down there. They live in constant fear of the coordinated efforts of violent crime lords. One man leads these efforts. Silco.
Nice.
Investigations of Silco, they yielded no such level of organization.
And who led these investigations?
Marcus.
What does the Silco even want from us?
He believes the Undercity should be independent. He calls it the Nation of Zorn.
Her name is Jinx.
This Jinx has the gemstone. Then we have to go in by force.
Oh boy.
There are good people down there.
Bad ones, too.
Even if we wanted to invade, they have Shimmer.
We have Hextech.
Oh boy.
Jace, you don't know war. I do. It must be our last resort.
Yes, 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 yes.
What? You want to negotiate with him?
It may be the only way to avoid further bloodshed.
This is insane. Did you learn nothing?
Nice.
Enforcers, please escort them out.
Forget it. I remember where your fancy damn door is.
They don't want to hear it. I mean, they don't want to hear a conflicting argument.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Back where I came from? Seems like that's what everyone up here wants.
Oh boy.
We tried, okay? It wasn't enough. Top side and bottom, oil and water. That's all there is.
What about us?
Do yourself a favor, Cupcake. Go back to that big, shiny house of yours and just forget me.
Oh, come on. Oh, here's my guy. Oh, man. Oh, wow. He put all those runes over his brace. There he goes. Love it. Now, Victor, don't go overboard, bud. Just enough to heal yourself. Continue the work. Wow, so he's like whole leg. Oh, God, what's he doing?
Victor, I was hoping you might take a look at something I've been working on.
He carved them into him.
Victor, I was inspired by...
I mean, he's trying to save his life. I understand it. It just... Oh, God, she's going to run in and try to help him. Victor! Oh, no, no, no. It'll kill her. Oh, my God. Oh, no. My guy's going to be completely different now. God, she was destroyed.
Sky? No. That can't.
Oh, my God. She was literally dusted. What are we looking at here? Oh, it's the bauble. The hex tech. What are you working on, Jace? You making your own weapons now?
You want to make Silco pay for what he's done?
I could have you arrested.
You guys really like to bandy that threat around.
Yeah. I want to make Silco pay.
I want in.
There is no in. You heard the council.
Fuck the council.
There we go.
I'm not a vigilante.
No.
I am. Oh. Oh.
You when you raise your hand in the boardroom?
We built them for mining the fissures.
You can do more than that.
You're the first person Caitlin looked for when we made it to topside. Of everyone up here, you're the one she trusted to do something.
Nice.
Silco controls the Undercity with Shimmer. Shut down his supply, and it's only a matter of time before his own people turn on him. Take out his manufacturing facilities. Hit him hard and fast before he can react. So, we got a deal, pretty boy?
Ha 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 ha. Get her another one of those, too. You got a lefty? I mean, if they can get Echo and his squad to help, too, I mean, you got a strike force, but I don't know how many of them were actually hurt. Oh, he's in the front line. Get out of town. Oh, all the enforcers are getting shimmered up. Oh my God. Jace, you might want to get the fuck out of here, buddy. Look how fast they're moving. Ugh. Oh, here we go. Holy shit. Oh. Welcome to her council chamber. God. Oh. Go by. Wow, Jace, you're impressing the shit out of me, dude. Ooh. How about a defensive capability? Grab the blade. Red line. Oh my God. Reload the hammer. Look at this shit. Jace, go, buddy. Look at you, man. Oh, he's looking crazy as fuck. Look at him. Look at his eyes glowing as soon as these things go off. What? Oh, God. Oh, God. Dear God. I think that was cool for most of it. Get him some help. Ugh. Woo. Dear God. Jace, these are people that are working out of necessity for Soko, or under extreme compulsion. These are not criminals. But his violin's really good. Go after her, Caitlin. I know you're hurt, but... What? Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, you sons of bitches. Oh, you sons of bitches, you. All right, friends, we just got done watching Arcane Season 1, Episode 8, Oil and Water, and the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, friends, we just got done watching Arcane Season 1, Episode 8, Oil and Water. Wow, this was a really good episode. You know, really, really powerful scenes. I mean, everything from the assistant, I think her name was Sky, getting killed during Victor's experiments or his healing process that he's doing on himself. Incredibly good scene between Caitlin and Vi. You know, that departure scene, really good scene between Jace and Vi during the, you know, you're the only one that she trusted. You're the only one that made sense in the council chamber. Really, really good stuff. But I think the moment of the episode, or at least I don't know if it's the promise of like future violence or just like the intimidation factor of Medarda's mom, Mel's mom showing up. Oh my God. What an incredible character. I kept saying it throughout the reaction that, you know, when you're watching, it's like, how do you introduce a warrior? How do you introduce a warrior without saying this person is a badass? This person is the incarnation of battle. They are war. They are exactly how they just did this with her mom. Crazy cool character, incredible design, really cool attitude, really cool presentation. I think just the whole package is just really checked a lot of boxes for me. You get this incredibly imposing character that shows up. You got this character that carries weight with one of the more level-headed characters that we know, Mel. You know, Mel is very analytical, very, you know, tactical in her deployment of both language and her presence, and, you know, the associations and the deals that she makes. She's thinking, you know, and again, that brain behind the body type of scenario they were talking about. And then you have her mom. And when you've got someone like Mel who is put on her heels by another character, let alone her mother, like a blood relative, you know, you have to take notice of something like that. And this one was done so expertly. Not only did Mel get taken back by her mom's presence, but Jace did as well. Jace did a good job, though, inside the sauna of really kind of sticking his ground and, you know, not rolling over for her or not being, you know, he was ready to leave. You know, I've got shit to do. And he was going to take off, and caused her to get up out of her little presentation. You know, it was almost like a throne room, her in the tub with the arms out, you know, Red Dead Redemption type shit, you know, arms out getting massaged, like I'm in charge here. You're standing up there while I'm being attended to, and you're in my space that I'm inviting you into. You know, everything spoke of a power dynamic that was definitely Mel's mom as opposed to Jace, you know, the leader of the council. But, you know, Jace was able to hold his own even in that kind of imbalanced dynamic, and then really kind of balance it up by his refusal to kind of play into this intimidation tactic, or this, not necessarily intimidation, the strong arm tactic that she was trying to deploy. And, I think that kind of definitely did something to ingratiate him in her eyes. But at the same time, it just really compounded upon an excellent presentation, an excellent introduction of Mel's mom, and just what kind of character we're dealing with here. And in Topside, in Piltover, we don't have characters like this. We don't have characters that are frightening, characters that are imposing, characters that are you're intimidated enough by them to be quiet around them. The council members, no. Jason Victor, no. Heimerdinger, no. Not even like an equivalency born of respect. Like, oh, I respect this person so much that I find them intimidating, or I find their power daunting, or something like that. Nope, 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 nope. We have a very excellent example of how to actually have somebody who can walk the walk, talk the talk, and put boot up ass. And it just almost like you introduced a great cat into a land full of sheep. There might be some outspoken sheep there. Some of them are bang a little bit louder than everybody else. But by God, when she got there, it was like the whole temperature of Piltover shifted. That's the kind of introduction, how to introduce a warrior. Arcane episode 8 of season 1, Oil and Water, did just that, my friends. It's so hard not to like every aspect of what this show is doing, from its storytelling to its characterization to making sure that you are very aware that each of these characters that you come to like are deeply flawed. Now, whether it's a flaw born of their own actions or a flaw born from trauma, much like Jinx, I don't really blame Jinx for a lot of the actions that she is in the middle of, because it's a survival mechanic. She has been through incredible trauma. And I made mention, I wish I hadn't said the word broken when I was referring to her. I meant more that she was shattered as her psyche and her perceptions go. But in so doing that, that's what my point with this is that, yes, her actions are, you can be seen as, sociopathic and, counter to civilized life. But that is what Jinx had to do, what Powder had to do to survive. Not in the world of Piltover, or not in the world of the Lanes, had to survive inside between her ears. That was her coping mechanism. She didn't have any type of mental health, I would assume professional, helping her through any of this, or anybody, an ear. The only ear that she would probably have been given was Silco's, and he would reinforce certain things that, really shouldn't have been reinforced, especially, like F your sister's dead. He thought that she was dead, but, kind of reinforcing these things to just, abandon the past. Don't worry about the past, focus on the future. And that's no way to continue. So again, I think most and the majority of these kind of chaotic Joker-esque actions that we get from Jinx are just the residuals of a survival mechanic that a very young child employed or deployed to make sure that they just didn't lose themselves completely. And I mean, Jinx lost themselves quite a bit, but at the same time, they're still there. They're still alive. They've survived. Box 1 on the how to stay alive checklist has been checked. Still alive. Everything else really doesn't matter, because as long as you're still there, then there's hope for everything else. And I gave Vi a ton of shit whenever she picked up Caitlin and left at the end of last episode. And you know what? Again, anytime I get on to a character like, you should have stayed there with Jinx, and you should, again, that's not the best way writing wise to do any of that stuff. That's why I'm not writing Arcane, because that in and of itself wastes the opportunity. I don't want to say to further flaw the character, because that's not what happened. It wasn't a flaw to walk away from Jinx at that moment. It would have been more of a flaw to abandon Caitlin in that moment, injured and basically leaving her to die. And so, was it a selfish motivation? You could argue that. You could argue that Vi had a selfish motivation because she has feelings for Caitlin. I'd say it's pretty obvious they both have feelings for one another at this point. But, that's about the worst that you can put on Vi's shoulders for that action. It was selfish. Sure, okay. But you know what? To be very honest, if she had dumped Caitlin and gone to try to, encounter Jinx or bring Jinx, that could have been considered selfish as well. You know, Caitlyn was the one that helped you out and you abandoned her. So again, she was damned if she did and damned if she, when I was thinking about it more, I'm like, well, you know, me, hey, dickhead, what did you expect Vi to do? And I thought to myself, I don't know. so, so of course, you know, this was a very rational decision that Vi made. I thought Vi had an awesome episode this episode. You know, I think her standing up to the council chambers, being like the voice of the lanes, was really cool. Like, this is what the shit that's really going on down there, everybody. You know, this Silco nonsense that you think that you've kind of had a bow tied around for years because you were fed this horse shit by Marcus is completely wrong. You all need to, you know, do this or do that, and you sit and you blah, blah, blah. Great thing by Vi. The fight scene with Vi and Jace against the, you know, the shimmered up assholes, that was crazy cool. That was really, and you know what? Again, flawed. You have that young, you know, younger person get involved and die. And I mean, that's the type of shit that this world provides. It provides, like, you know, you have that victorious moment and then it's just snatched away from with reality, you know, with an actual consequence of actions being deployed that you didn't expect for a heroic moment. You know, we look at that and we go, oh yeah, they won. Hey, fuck yeah, man, let's go. Oh yeah, at what cost? Here's the cost. And then Jace looks around at all the faces of the workers inside that drug den or that drug factory. These are normal folks. These, I mean, what I mean by normal is you can't, you know, define them as criminals. You can define them as working for criminals, sure. But again, who has a real choice down in the lanes? It's either I need to put food on the table for my family or myself, or I'm being forced to do this because Silco will kill me if I don't do it. Again, you know, just a great, there's two sides to every story in Arcane, at least two sides to every story. The perceptions of both, you know, denizens of the lanes and the citizenry of Piltover, you know, both of them are right and both of them are wrong. It's all perspective. And again, that's the best stories where you have villains that under the right light and defined the correct way without lying or subverting what we've already seen could easily be fashioned into, at least on paper, a hero, you know, or a protagonist, if you will. And again, it's point of view, it's perspective of everything that's happening in this city. And that's what you do when you have, you know, you have a duality set up, you know, with Piltover and with the lanes, with Vi and with Jinx, you know, with everybody. It's, you know, you can say Marcus and Caitlyn, you know, as far as like the enforcer type of spectrum that you could be on. You know, it's just it's such a well done, well crafted story. I'm convinced now, since so many of you have told me that they knew they were having multiple seasons, that we are in for a fucking dinger of a finale, friends. And I think we're not going to have, I mean, how can they tie all this up in one episode? I just don't think it's possible. But if they do, amazing work. And if they don't, amazing work, because that means we're going to have all of these threads carry forward into season 2. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You'll be alerted next time we go live with Arcane or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? That is not a problem. You can stick with us here on YouTube memberships and you'll get all of our episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But friends, all that is then and this is now. And now it is time to say goodbye from the world of Arcane. So where should we say goodbye from? Friends, I think the only place to say goodbye from is bed. Let's say goodbye from Caitlyn's huge, luxurious bed. And when we kind of look at it and we think, I wonder how comfy that is. And we lie down, we open our eyes. It's not Caitlyn's luxurious bed. It is the small bed where two young girls pretend to outdo one another for the severity of their monsters. We close our eyes and open them, and it's the luxurious bed of Caitlyn. We close our eyes and open them, and it's the small bed of two little girls. And we realize there are two distinct stories going on here in Piltover, two distinct stories going on here in the lanes. And the only thing we can do is watch, appreciate, and fall in love. Friends, until next time we meet, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.